Hey everybody, how are you doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We aren't going to be on here a real long time tonight. Famous words, right? But hopefully we won't be on here too long. And I just realized, okay, my charger is plugged in, so I'm all good there. I didn't think it was. All right, I got to catch my breath. We just finished dinner just a few minutes ago, and so I've been downstairs and I ran upstairs, so I'm a little bit winded. But I hope you all are doing well today. Let me go ahead and see who's in the chat. Say hello to some people. So Sharon Davenport, hello. Hope you are doing well. Thanks so much. She says, glad you are coming on. I appreciate that. Hey, Dempsey Boo. Hey, Willie Roseman. Hey, Linda Gray. Hey, Sandra. Bedazzling Designs. Hey, and thank you for being here. Hey, Carol DeLong. Hi, Judy. Welcome in. Hello, Ethel. Hey, M&T Living and Cooking. Is this Ms. T or Mr. M? Or both? Hey, Gail. Hey, Lena Doyle Crafting. Now, aren't you going on a cruise? When's your cruise? Aren't you on a cruise now? Hey, Victoria's Creations. Hey, Dana Bryant. Hey, April Jackson. Thank you for coming on. Hey, Elevate Artistry. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Jessie. Hey, Tionda. Hey, Barb. Long time no see. You and Tionda. And Demps. Okay, let's see what this is. Can you tell how or where you make the tag inner collar? Like making a tag for inside here if you're branding your own clothes. Let me know if that's what you mean. And if it is, I'll bet Barb does that. I think Demps might do something like that. If Bias comes in, she does that. But let me know. Hey, Monica, thanks for being here. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Anita Ulmer. LaShonda Rice, thank you for being here. Did she list it? Did Patrice list her Santa's fave? That was so cute. Hey, Dee Dee. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Gail. Hey, Porgy. Miss Nene. Solar Creations. Hey, Elena. Whitney Riddick. Hey, Cheryl Tisdale. Hey, Gina Goins. Tamika Cole. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Baby Giant Services. Teresa, welcome in. Hey, Miss Becky. And Dolores White, and I think I'm through saying hello to everyone that's been in the chat. I think, hopefully I didn't miss anyone. If I did, it was not on purpose, I promise you that. And I like to say hi. We're a community. Elena, listening and nodding. So you're nodding yes to things? Okay, so good. It's listed. Hey, Stacy. All right, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to try out the new design. And when you see the design, you might go, oh, because it says, I'll show you in a minute. You may not agree with the saying, and I'm not talking about romantic love at all, but we'll check it out in just a minute. All righty, so what I'm going to use, okay, let me put my other camera on, and then I'm going to have to, what do you have for us? So we're going to do some bling. I'm going to do this new template. I'm going to do this on, let me add my table. This is a brand of shirt that I saw Angel B use. She said she wasn't thrilled about Make Market t-shirts, but she liked their sweatshirts. So I went and I got a few of those a while back. And so these are at Michael's. And here's what I like about it. I don't like super thick. Well, first of all, I don't like anything like tied around my neck. I don't like super thick, hard sweatshirts. This is fairly thick, the one I have on, but it's super soft. This one, it is really, it's either like a really thin sweatshirt or a thick t-shirt. And I love it, but it does have a true sweatshirt collar. And it's a really stretchy collar. And then it has the long sleeves, of course, with the sweatshirt things down here. So I made one of these already, and I liked the shirt. Now, if it's super cold where you are, like I wear t-shirts under mine a lot anyway, but it isn't a real thick sweatshirt. I like it though. You cut your necks. Yes, so when I have t-shirts that I'm not going to wear out in public, I always cut a slit right here because I just can't stand them up around my neck. All right, so I cut this while we were eating, and then I just started peeling up a corner to make sure it actually did cut, because I didn't want it to come on if it, didn't cut. But it did. So let's go ahead and take this off. And hopefully all of it turned out as well as this did. Let me go ahead and kind of change this over. I don't know what color rhinestones I'm going to use yet, but since I'm using a light colored sweatshirt, I think I'm going to go with pretty dark stones. Okay, it's going to look funny when you see the first layer because it says love fails. And when I was making this design, my son saw it. And first I had love real big and I had fails real big. And then I had the word never in the middle, not very big. And my son was like, love fails? So I was like, okay, you have a good point. That's what I'm featuring is love fails because they were so big. So now this one, the word never is larger. So it's going to say love never fails. And again, I'm not talking about, just romantic love or anything like that. It's not that at all. So anyway, you may not agree, and there's times where I don't agree, but I like the optimism of it, and so I decided to make it into a template. And so it's 2 layers. These 2 are together as 1 layer, and then this is going to go between those 2. That's right, Gail. Love for bling never fails. I love that. Hey, Tracy Marie. Okay, so now I have to think about colors because I haven't even gotten any colors out. And let's see, what goes really nice with gray? I guess as long as these 2 are fairly dark. Well, I don't want these 2 super dark and it's not dark because then that's what you mainly see. So what are some colors you guys think would look good on a gray sweatshirt and stand out nicely? Now, purple would. What other colors you guys think? What font did I use? I think that I never just use a font and don't change it up. I think I started with Sign Painter on these 2. But I did a lot of changing of it. And then this is Arial Black. Rosa Fuchsia, yeah, that sounds good. Cyan for sure. Ooh, maybe. What about Cyan and Cyan AB? And maybe that would be pretty. Okay, Miss Becky says Metalites, Candy Apple, Neons. Supposed to be cutting a Grinched rhinestone template to wear to work tomorrow, but I'm so tired. I just want to watch him fall asleep. Well, Miss Becky, hopefully after we're on here for a while, you'll feel relaxed and you'll feel like getting up and doing something. Ooh, Hyacinth. So I've been making some orange and gold things lately. Tiana says redstone, so I've had red and red. Ooh, sapphire. Ooh, Violet Volcano Sapphire. Okay, I'm going to go grab. That's a good point, Dawn. Red for love. Hey, Tanya. What to do? Okay. And maybe I do the word never in something really dark, and then love and fails in something lighter so that it doesn't stand out as much, because you want the never to be what you notice. Instead of what my son saw on my first one, which was love fails. Sapphire and Jet Black, that sounds pretty. Hey, Gifts by Angie. Hey, Niall. Okay, hey Lucille. So I'm gonna grab some stones, and I still don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna grab some stones. Y'all chat amongst yourself. I'll be right back. Okay, do not carry this many rhinestones at a time. It is not smart. Hey Kelly. Hey Karen. Oh my goodness. When I was in there, I saw sapphire and then I saw light sapphire. Okay, here's what I think maybe I'll do is sapphire AB for the never and light sapphire for the love fails. And then not tonight, but I could do another shirt with red and either jet hematite or red and black. But when you guys started saying sapphire, that kind of touched my heart. And even though love is red, I'm thinking about sapphire AB and light sapphire together. Hey Leslie, Cash Tibbs. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Because I also thought about the light cyan and light cyan AB. I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go blue. Hi, Totally Tanya. We're going blue. We're having a blue heart tonight. Blue love. So we kind of go with an AB and a companion stone with it. Now, are those going to look good together? I wonder. Now, I do have silver crystal metallites. Wonder how that looked like on this shirt. That's the one that Patrice loves. I'm going to dump some of these stones out and see what light sapphire and sapphire AB look like. Okay, did I miss anybody when I was out of the room? I don't think so. All right, so we're going to check on light sapphire. I like those on this blue shirt, or on this gray shirt. I think blue and gray looks pretty together. So that's light sapphire. Capri, I saw that in there too. Okay, don't get your stones mixed up, Marilyn. Okay, that's an AB. So then over here, I'm not going to put as many. This is substantially darker. And so I kind of like the thought of using all blue on the shirt, but different tones of blue. That's going to be hard for you to see. What do you think? Too plain? Nah, it's not too plain. All right. That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. So, you guys have any big plans for the weekend? Montana. Montana. Oh, do I still have any of those? I only had one of those little boxes, and I don't think I even have those left. Ordered from AliExpress. I have ordered from AliExpress, Dee Dee, from both AliExpress and Alibaba. And the AliExpress, of course, seems like what I ordered from there was, already in the States. But I don't know. It's been a few years ago. But I didn't have any bad experiences with Alibaba or AliExpress. Blue steel. Blue steel. Oh, that was the metal one, isn't it? Hey, Sheila. Sheila, did I say hi to you already? Whoops, that's right in front of my face. Okay. We're just going with it. We're going with it. Okay. So we are going camping this evening. Not this evening. We're going camping this weekend. I'm still mesmerized by the colors. Wondering if I'm doing the right thing. And I'm even thinking about on the ABs. No, you don't want to do that. I was thinking about mixing in some of this just sapphires into the ABs. Yes, it is a real site. It is a real site. All right, so we're going to start. Oh, found the tape. Found the tape. We're going to start with the two outside ones, the Love Fails from Gray and Kid Duty. Yeah, Gail, somebody else said something about, I think it was Barb said something about Capri. That would be pretty too. What other color would you use with Capri? There's not a Capri AB, is there? All right, well, we're going to go with this light on the outside. I go camping a lot. Also, oh, Dolores, okay. So it's pretty fun, but it's freezing around here right now. It's going to be in the 30s at night. And we do have a little generator heater. No, that's not right. It's a propane heater. Aquamarine AV. That'd be pretty too. Hey, Shakita. So many colors, so little time, or so little shorts, But anyway, yes, we're going camping this weekend, leaving tomorrow, and it's going to be really, really cold. I was trying to talk Tim into, okay, well, we still go do all the same things, but stay in a little motel. But we're going with two other couples. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to be the party pooper. If those other wives can hack it, I can hack it. So, Dolores, what part of the country do you live in? What kind of camping do you guys like to do? Like winter camping, summer camping? I can't stand camping in the summer when it's super hot out. Because even though we have a little propane heater, we do not have any AC. And when it gets up into the, 100-degree during the day, when it gets into the longer part of summer, the middle of summer and later summer, even at night, it might cool down to 80 some, 90 some, but that heat just never totally goes away. And the humidity. So I do not like to camp in the summer. June through part of June is okay because it cools off at night. Totally, Tanya. You think you'd be a party pooper. I understand. I'm thinking about, Tim, are you watching this? I'm thinking about texting one of the other wives and saying, hey, I think we could find a place in the area that just has little cabins or just a little remote motel. Chiquita says, I do not do any camping. No camping for me. Well, if it were my decision, I wouldn't be camping. Although, you know, I fuss about it, but I enjoy it. And actually, this weekend, I'm looking forward to getting away. But I know in the middle of the night when I have to get up and go to the bathroom, I'm going to be like, why? Why? Okay. So I think she said, oh, so it stays hot there. Do a lot of fishing, but we also do trail riding. I don't like the heat. Yeah, and in Houston, yes, Arkansas is bad with humidity, Carol. And that's where we usually go, is down to Arkansas. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Patrice. You're not so late. Oh, the cold flares your fibromyalgia. Yeah. You definitely don't want to put yourself in a position of anything that's going to make that flare up worse. Used to do a lot of camping on overnight trail rides and on mini fishing trips. So, Barb, are you talking about like horse trail rides? Or are you talking about like ATVs or Jeeps? What you talking about? You're probably talking about horses. So what my husband would like to do is on a multi-day rafting trip or canoeing trip. Bugs love you, and I'm allergic to about every tree and grass. I got poison sumac this last summer. It was not good. Okay, you were talking about horse rides. Live in Arkansas. Mrs. JB, now didn't you used to live, though, up in the Kansas City area? I was talking to you and one other person a long time ago, I think that my memory's right on this. One of you moved from the Kansas City to Arkansas, and the other one moved like from Arkansas to up in the Kansas City area or something like that. Fishing is your relaxation. So Sheila, somebody said she had posted it. Elevate Archer Street. So Sarah had me in a hotel. Hey Judy. I'm a homebody too, Judy. I really am. But Tim loves this, and he's such a good guy that once in a while I give in and do what he wants. Hey, Kevin. So anyway, Sheila, somebody said that they think she has posted it and it's in 3 different sizes or something like that. And you guys are welcome if a moderator wants to put the link to her new Santa's fave design in here, please feel free to. Hey, Sandra, first time for catching me live. Well, we're so happy you're here. Welcome in. It is a great crafting community. Some of us have actually met in person, some of us haven't, but regardless of whether we met in person or not, we kind of get to know each other's personalities through the chat, and it's just a great group. People are positive, people are kind. Now, when you see somebody saying something sassy, they don't really mean it. Well, maybe they kind of mean it, but we got sassy people in here too. I won't name names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, and I'm included. We have a little bit of sassy in here, but it's nothing bad. It's just all in fun, all in love. I don't know, how long do you have to be like in people's lives on a fairly consistent basis before you can be sassy and they accept it? What do you think? Is there a certain amount of time that you have to be in people's lives before you can let your sass come out and not be worried that people think you're being a real irk? A real fill in the blank, whatever word you want. Hey, Delonda. Just looked it up at her site. Okay, good. It is on there. Sass. Oh, Nicole. Sassy who? Sassy who? Well, there's a few. Speaking of, is Chris here? Hey, Eve. Hey, Temps. Oh. But I am not talking about Delonda. She's no shenanigans, all serious, never being sassy. Now I can hear Eve saying, uh-oh, she's going to drive that school bus or the bus. I'm like, okay, I better get back on not throwing people under the bus. That's not nice when they're not here to defend themselves. All right, so I think I have this first part done. Oh, thanks, Dolores. That's me. Whoops. I missed it. That's me, Serious D. That's right. Chris, you had me on the TV until I said your name, didn't you? Chris, you might be sassy, but you're also very sweet. Sassy and sweet. That's a good combination. Chris would help you in any way she can, and she does. And Chris, when is your next Zoom that you're going to do? Because I wasn't able to be at the mini backpack one. And I think you talked about doing another one, or maybe somebody volunteered you for another one. I'm not sure. But do you have anything in mind that you might Zoom with people to teach? All right, I see one hole. I'm going to move this down so Jesse and Chris can be looking at this. Let's see. Can you see the whole thing? There we go. I see the one hole right here. And I think I moved one out of place a little bit right there. I think everything else looks pretty good. I was perfectly fine hiding in the bushes watching the Steelers game. We don't want you watching the Steelers game. We want you on here. We want you in here conversing. Hey, Jackie Wallace. Okay, so good. Sheila put it in the chat. That is Patrice's Santa's Fave design. Okay, Jesse said looks good. So let's go ahead and get a new piece of transfer tape and turn our heat press on. And I better move these out of the way before I put a shirt down there. All right, so if you are new, and we have at least one new person, I don't know if you do rhinestones, but that's what we're working on tonight. And I recorded a video last night where I'm working with a hat press, and I did a rhinestone hat. It's right behind me. All right. But I haven't dropped that video yet. I don't know if I'm going to get it dropped before we leave, or if late at night when I'm laying in the tent, if I'll be editing it while I'm there. I'm hoping to get it edited tonight. Okay, let's see. Found out when Grand Santa is a Steelers fan. So, Naomi, did you find that out when you had everybody give you a word for your Christmas shirts? Judy says, I want to try a rhinestone hat. So let me show you this one. I have several. I have another one over here that I just leave in here. So let me go ahead and change this. Hey, Laura E. Yes, Patrice is in here. There is the never. Yes, I have the never. So here's one rhinestone hat. I did this one a long time ago. And what did I use on that one? Jet black, violet volcano, and it looks like crystal AB. It's either crystal AB or icicles. Maybe icicles. Eve, what do you think that is? Isn't that pretty? And this is a way that you can, you know, sell a product or make a product for you, and it doesn't take that many rhinestones. So you're not investing in, you know, 2,000 rhinestones or 3,000 or whatever on shirts, but you know, you're using a few hundred. So there's one. Hi, Nikki. And then here is the other one I made on the video last night. And this one is Crystal AB. And this is the hat I got from Temu, which I do really like Temu's unstructured hats because I'm not a really structured hat person. And I like them unstructured. And these are only somewhere around $2 each. So there's my hats that I have in here for anybody that's interested in doing rhinestone hats. I don't think I have any others in here. Wait. I think I do. I have one down here. Get it. I actually have two over here. So I might have done these on a live. This is the hat. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, and I bought a bunch of them. And then when I was on live, I found out they're toddler size. So this was kind of hard to do because the M is pretty big for a toddler size hat. But there's that one. And then what color are those? The outside of this is Arm Dorado, and the inside is gold, maybe gold aquamarine, I'm not sure. The pretty. And then this one, the outside is Labrador. The inside is, I think, silver cyan. See, there's silver cyan. It's pretty dark in here. Silver cyan or silver black, I'm not sure. Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. So if I say two words together, like silver black or gold black or silver cyan, gold cyan, those are called metallite stones. And so the shirt I have on, these, wait, let me take that down. I'll put you up for a minute. These stones right here, these are metallites, and the outside is silver, and the inside, oh my gosh, look at that. I don't know what the inside of these are, but they're beautiful. Maybe this is when they had the zircon. Green zircon, maybe. Eve, you think this is silver green zircon? And then the part that says squad, that's Labrador. That's a metallic stone. Okie dokie. So, thanks, Mrs. JB. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. He was sick this last Sunday. So hopefully he's on the mend, Eve. I saw something, but it was going by and I missed it. So you might let us know again. How's Mr. McQuacken's doing? All right. So I cut this transfer tape kind of large, but it'll be okay. Oh, let me make this table bigger. Hey, thanks for putting my shop in, Sheila. I was going to try to get this one into my shop before the live, and then it was either, well, I can either get it in the shop or I can actually eat. And my stomach said, you're going to eat, because I don't go without meals. Hey, Cynthia. He is on the mend. He arm wrestled a bear instead of going to the doctor. Let's see. Okay, Delana says, I feel like, oh, Naomi's getting your bling feel by watching all of us. I feel like if I don't write the colors down right away, I will never remember what I use. After a while, Delana, you're going to memorize all those colors. You will. And then if you're not sure what it is, just do like I do and just go, Eve, what color is this? I still think it'd be fun to play a little game where we have multiple people on live and we challenge each other with being able to guess the colors. Or we have Eve and Mr. McQuacken's on, and they are in the game against each other, and we show them colors and they have to guess the color. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure this is the correct side. All right, so we have the love fails part. So if you came in the live late, yes, I remember Eve talking about she put bling on the beanies. And y'all, I think that was just a week ago. I did those 2 beanies, and I ended up ordering off of Walmart because I had my sister-in-law looking in Joplin for more of those beanies because they didn't have them locally, and they didn't have them over there either, and she went to 2 stores. Yeah, Elevate Archery, I think that does sound like fun. I'm not Elevate. I thought about adding the scripture passage, but I hadn't done that. But I found on Walmart where you can get beanie hats like that, and they're like $1.50 or so a piece, something like that. I'm supposed to be getting mine here in another maybe 5 days or so, and I can't wait to do more beanies. I have those 2 for my great nieces, and then the colors. I think I ordered a mixed set of colors, so there's blacks, blues, purple. I think I'm getting 10 beanies, and then I'll have colors for my great nephews. So I need to get those in and get them done so that when I send their Christmas box out to them, we'll have those in it. Okay, so what I was starting to say, yes, Karen, I was nervous, and when you're on live doing things that you don't know what the heck you're doing, it makes it worse. But in the end, I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do some more. So those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I've made this template, and it's going to say love never fails, and we're not debating that. You know, it's just, it is what it is. But I have the love and fails real big, and the never was just this kind of pretty scripty thing. And my son saw it, and he's like, love fails? And so I totally redid it to have love and fails more scripty and the word never larger. So that's the story behind how I got that way. Let's see. So is Eve out of pine on her buy now site? All right, stay on there. So Eve, they're asking about the pine. Thanks, Dana. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and preheat this sweatshirt for about 15 seconds. And did you guys see Angel B's little heat press that's similar to the HTV Ront, but it has pressure settings? She tried it and it worked, and she said it worked even on puff. And she said her HTV Ront won't work on puff. Now she did say that it's not as puffy as if she sets a hard, pressure on a regular press, but it did work. Okay, so Eve, if you want to check and then you can let us know, that'd be great. And I wonder also, like this HTV Ront, it came with, in my opinion, a bad pressing pad. So I got a thick, dense one, and it does great with it. Okay, let's go ahead and set this out and get it into place. Now, what I'm wondering is, would it be wise to put never on first? Because these aren't really up and down straight, and the never is going to be very straight. It would be easier for, how I work, most of you do. It would be easier for me to put the never down first and get it centered. So I think I'll do that. So we have this brush in. And just bring it back. Move my shirt, and now we're going to press, or now we're going to fill in the word never. Let's turn that off. Sandra, I have not. Now, Patrice has on her channel where she used, was it Bling anything? Or did she put it on HTV with HTV anything and then put, not HTV. Patrice, if you're listening, what did you use to do your Bling tumbler where you used the Hot Fix rhinestones? And Eve, maybe you've done that too. Anybody in the chat that's done it. If you've used Hot Fix rhinestones for a tumbler wrap, then let Sandra know what you did. Now, I have made a decal for a car, and I used, it wasn't the real Bling anything that you get from the Rhinestone world. It was a knockoff brand that you get off of Etsy. But I didn't need as much as I was going to get from the Rhinestone world, and their shipping was pretty high. So I got some from Etsy, and I used that for Rhinestone decals. Oh, that's right. Okay. So if anyone can find Patrice's class in Creative Fabrica where she did, so she did the tumbler, Delonda. If anybody can find that, feel free to put it on here. Oh, there she is. Okay, so Patrice, did you use Bling anything to do your tumbler wrap? Okay, so let's see, Gail. Yes, so the solid pad. So I didn't even realize the Cricut AutoPress, did it have the squishy one too? I just don't know how you can get great pressure with a really squishy pad. And I'm not sure why Quality Control wouldn't have figured that out, but who am I? Who am I? I don't work in a big corporation like that. Okay, so Teresa has used the Bling anything. You're welcome, Sandra. Rhinestone World is where you get Bling anything. Yes. Okay. All right, so I'm going to keep going. So the word never is going to be with the Sapphire AB stones. Now we'll just press those in. Now, have you guys all put up your Christmas? If you celebrate Christmas, not everybody does, but if you celebrate Christmas by putting any decorations up, have you put your decorations up yet? I have not. I need to. I was talking about putting my tree up when my daughter was here for Thanksgiving, and then it was either do that or have a movie night, and we opted to do a movie night. But I don't have a single thing up yet. I need to not come home and be lazy for a while. I need to just stay upright on my feet and get more done. But it's so easy. It's so easy to come home and sit down and start watching people on YouTube. So easy. Or watch I record 48 hours and 2020 and all those. Turn those on. Okay, good. So you haven't decorated anything yet either, Leslie. Delonda, you have. Okay, so Eve said the pine's out, but it should be back in stock Monday at the latest. Good. That's not very long from there or from here. Okay, nothing up yet. Delonda says yes, she has. Haven't decorated yet. Let's see. I'll put a tree up for your dogs. Let's see, all done. Dolores has. Dee Dee has. Maybe Sunday night when we get home. Maybe. It's always like fun to put the decorations up, and then when it's time to take them down, it's not so much fun. Although by the time it's time to take them down, because I have a weird brain, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like this, but I don't like a ton of like extra. I'm kind of a streamlined Now, in my crafting, I am not a minimalist, but in the other aspects, I'm kind of a minimalist. And so by the time it's time to take them down, I'm just like, I've got to get these down. They're driving me crazy. And that's just not so much fun. I do have, so I have two trees. One's just a smaller white tree. And oh my goodness, I lifted that up to get stones from under it and I just messed them up. So I guess we'll be on a little longer than I thought. But I have one smaller white tree. And I do leave it up sometimes and put Valentine's Day color things on it. And I kind of like that. Okay, we'll start over on this end. Oh, a live wreath. Yes. Okay, so Valley Girl for Life. These are SS10s. Oh, yeah, Sheila, that just makes me sick. That's crazy. Yeah, night shift would be hard on me too. Nothing up Victoria's Creations or Judy. Oh, look at you on top of it this year. Okay, Dee Dee haven't. You have Kelly. I need to get with the haves. Hey, Willette. Okay, so Leslie, I am using, these are Sapphire AB. And then for the other two words, I'm using light sapphire. So I'm just going with a real, I don't know what the word would be, but you know, just using stones that are in the same color family, kind of companion stones. So a companion stone to me would be more like Sapphire and Sapphire AB, but this is close because it's Sapphire AB and light sapphire. So the plastic thing I'm putting this on is kind of warped. And so stones were getting under it. I'm going to try not to knock it again this time. Not yet, Sandra. I got it. Minimalist like you, so I'm over already, ready to take it down. Oh, that's I don't know if that's why I do wait or if that's just my excuse. But really, if I have mine up from Thanksgiving through New Year, I'm just over it. I'm ready for them to come down. But they are pretty, and I love it, especially in the evenings when the lights are low and maybe we have the TV on and then we have the lights from the tree on and that's about it. I love that look. But then daylight hits and I have to look at all that stuff. Yeah, that stinks. Wow. And I know it probably did end up there because they probably opened up what they stole and saw what it was, and then instead of doing what they should have done, you know, even if they didn't want to get caught, you know, leave it somewhere. But that's the way people are. Sad to say. All right, so I left more holes open than I usually do, but I didn't feel like fighting with brushing them in. I'm not in the mood for that tonight, so I'd rather just do the therapeutic way and do some of them by hand. All year turns 110 days before Christmas and just after New Year's turn it off. Oh, yeah, with cats it's hard to have too much up. Yes, Willette, that's okay. This is one that I literally just finished probably an hour before the live or so, and then I came up and started cutting it, and then I ran downstairs and ate and got ready for the live. And so it's not in my Etsy shop yet. I was telling them earlier I had the choice between getting it in the Etsy shop or eating dinner, and I don't miss too many meals. So I ate dinner. But assuming it looks good, when I get done here, I'll put it in the Etsy shop tonight. And then what I usually do is when I first put them on, I'll put them on for a lesser price. And then I'll go back in a day or so and then bump up the price to the right price. And so what I can also do is after the live, once I get it posted, I can put it in the video description. So if you go back to this live and you look in the regular description under the videos, I'll put it there. And you know, you could always go to the shop now and favorite it so you can find it later. That would be fun. And let's see, what else will I do? I'll put a link to it. Oh, I didn't put a link to this live in my Facebook group. I'm not very good at social media, but I will put a link to it and maybe a link to this video in my Facebook group. Okay, looks like I'm just down to about 6 stones. I test a hole size on a template and they are 0.14. What size of stone is that? 0.14. So that sounds a little bit 0.14. Mine are 0.13 and they're for SS10s. But some people do 0.135, 0.14. You could use that for SS10s. And what kind of template, how big of a template is it, Gail? Because if it's a really big template, you'd like to make the template smaller, then resize it, resize the whole template so that the holes are 0.13. If you use Silhouette Studio, then there is a way, you just break all your stones apart, and then you can do in the transform panel, you can change all those holes to 0.13. Now what that'll do is it'll give you a little bit of extra gap between them if that's how you do it, since you're going from 0.14 to 0.13. So I would almost lock the proportions, just drag it so that your template's a little bit smaller, check another hole, see if it's the right size. You can keep doing that till you get to the 0.13, unless you don't mind the extra space between the holes. And I don't know if any of us have a video that talk about that transform panel. Is that what it's called? Transform panel? Patrice, I know you know what we're talking about. I think it is. Let's see. Cat Frodo sees a lot of things as a yep. I think they do. I always use 0.13. I have used so I always use 0.13, but when I used to cut the glitter cardstock on my Glowforge, even though it was 0.13, when you burn it out, it makes the hole slightly larger. And that would leave a little bit of slack in the hole by the stones. That extra slack or slop or whatever you want to call it, it can allow your stones to move so they're not quite as in order. Which probably isn't a big deal because once you get all your stones on your shirt, you don't really notice that stuff. But I prefer the 0.13, at least for the baby's booty stones. And the stones I used to use before I discovered these, I always used 0.13. Okay, it's in design space. There isn't any info on design or stone size. I see. Let's see. Oh, Barb and Shahida, my husband does too. He has them all over the place. I have this weird, like one eye sees far away, one sees close. And it's just been that way since I was in my 20s. So I end up not needing cheaters yet. I'm sure someday I will. All right, let me get a little piece of transfer tape for this one. Let's see. See if I can find a piece that'll work. And let's see. Delonda, I have not seen your 40-ounce Stanley video published yet. Is that going to be a premiere? Is that going to be a tutorial, a pre-recorded tutorial? Are you going to do it live? What are you going to do? Because I want to see it. Those Stanley cups are really nice because they're skinny where it goes in the cup holder, but then it holds a lot more. You need a video on the transform channel on Silhouette Studio. All right. Uh-oh, Crafting with Delon is laughing. Does that mean you're not going to do it after all? Because I saw, what was that? When you were on with Patrice, you showed that one with the real pretty design of the lady on it. I've seen people do like the full wraps like you did on those little shot glass tumblers, and that just looks difficult. All right, let's get that turned back on. Went to the mall at 11 a.m. to pick up one. So you went to the mall to pick up one thing, and are you still at the mall? So is your plan to do it on a live then, or are you doing a premiere? I assume a live. Uh-oh, I had an extra stone there that I didn't see. So it messed up my design just a little bit. Let me pick that one out. A basketball design I was working on. Let's see, I had a baseball design I was working on. I do have a basketball design that I've had in there for over a year that I'm just not that thrilled with. Okay. So you went for one thing. How many things did you come home with? You're still there with Morgan. Okay, so you're going to schedule it for tomorrow. Is it going to be a live or a premiere? And we are going camping, so anything after like 5 o'clock tomorrow, I won't be able to see. Although Patrice knows I'm always, because it takes like 4 hours to get where we go, and I'm always in her live chat until I lose service. Okay, so we already pre-pressed the shirt, so we don't need to do that anymore. The thing that I need to do when I put this down on my shirt is I need to make sure I get it far enough down that the word love will fit above it. A regular tutorial. Okay. So Sheila, I don't think I ever put the basketball on there. And it was a very simplistic design. Very, very simplistic, but kind of a modern design. Okay, Madison's on the mend. Had 2 pairs of glasses, now I can't find either pair. Going through my car, maybe they're in there. That's how I am with scissors. I swear, I had to buy so many pairs of scissors. Okay, let's see. Where's the middle of this design? Right smack in the middle of that V almost. It came out nice. Okay, you know what the next step is. Because it's just the way I do it. It's the way I do it. I got to check and see if this is fairly centered. So I'm just going to measure from the same point over, a little over 4 inches. This one, if it went straight up, a little less than 4 inches, right at 4 inches. That's pretty darn close. Now let me see if it looks straight. Oh no, so it went Morgan, Miles, now Madison. But not you or Peter, huh? Okay, I'm saying this looks crooked. Thank you, Sheila. That is sweet. Okay, does that look crooked? Honestly, I think it looked crooked. Does that look crooked? Doesn't the R look a little higher than the N? Okay, Delonda, you say nope, it doesn't look crooked. Judy says yes, it looks crooked. I think the R, what did the R look like? Oh, the R is higher than the N, I think. Okay. It's not too bad, but I think it needed to come down just a little bit. And then I could also oh my goodness. This is where I don't usually have analysis paralysis takes over, but this is where it does. Okay, does that look fairly straight now? To me, that looks better. The inside did look lower. Does it now, Sheila? Be honest. So put crooked, straight. Crooked, straight. Which one? Hey, Sharon Davis. I don't see any crookeds or straight yet. Y'all got to tell me, is it crooked or straight? Okay, I see Sheila. I see Jessie. We're going to say it's straight. So here's what I need to do is I need to, now nobody ever put crooked in there. I'll be like, ah. I need to make sure that my word love is going to fit above it and be in the right place. And we just pray, oh, that's going to be fine. It's a little bit lower than, it's lower than this one. This side over here is going to be close to 3 inches down. That's quite a ways down. Straight, straight, straight. But I think it's too far down. Okay, so that, actually I don't think it's too far down because I think Eve sometimes centers hers on the bottom of the armpit and it's above that. Now these armpit, I will tell you from, well, you can't see me. I had my ruler out a minute ago, Sheila. So these Make Market sweatshirts, I believe that from the shoulder to under the armpit is longer than most sweatshirts. Thanks, Willette. I'm going with it. I think it's going to be fine. I'm just going to set this down somewhere. All right, so I've already pre-pressed my shirt. So we are good to go with this first one. You know, when I got this HTV Ron, I mainly always was using it for t-shirts, and now that we've gotten into the cooler weather and I'm using it for more sweatshirts, I'm noticing that you got to be a little careful putting that sleeve back there. You can do it, but you just have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, Delonda, they are so, so soft. That's what I was saying earlier is they're not as thick and hard as a lot of sweatshirts. They're a thinner sweatshirt, super soft sweatshirt. And I like them because they move. They move very easily. But, you know, I love like big, soft, floppy t-shirts. Oh, that's true, Chris. All right, there's my first layer. I don't know why I have me big. Let's have the stones big. So there's the first layer. And I think that's a good color with this shirt. Let's look at it in the better camera. So for these rhinestones, Eve actually puts the instructions on them, and she says 350 for 12 seconds, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Now it'll get pressed again with the next layer, but I never really repress them just to repress them, and I don't have stones come off. But a lot of that is also your heat press. A lot of it's also your brand of stones. But I've had good luck with what I've done. Look at that. Look how it looks kind of liquidy on there. I love that when you hold these up and you just see that. It's almost that sheen of liquid on there. All right, so that's that. And you'll get different opinions on heat settings. And even if you're not exactly 350 on these, because I know that some people do them a little bit hotter, or maybe they do them for a little bit longer, that unless you go crazy with it, you're probably not going to degrade the glue. But let me think. What does Eve say? She says it's okay on certain things to go longer, like denim and stuff like that. But I think she says do not go hotter. Eve, if you're in here, let us know if that's correct. All right, so now we're going to put on this layer. Hey, Lakita. Thank you, Gail. So, Lena, I missed earlier if you said if you're on, I think you're on a cruise or you're getting ready to leave on a cruise. Are you cruising yet? Or am I thinking of the wrong person? Okay, I saw one of those stones wanting to fall off my sheet. Let me push that down. Okay, so the bottom word, fails, tucks up into the middle layer. So let me try to, let me get some parchment paper to put under it. The T-square. I've seen that T-square. Do you like it? You're my kind of lady. If you're using a T-square. Okay, so I'm going to put most of this on this parchment paper and try to put it in place. If I can see through. Yeah, I can see through it. Okay, so that looks pretty close. On the 22nd. Okay. Let's see if it looks good. Now, one thing you don't want to do, which I just did, is I let the back of this stick down. Okay, so you don't want to just drag these, but I need to lift it up and move it a little bit. Let's see, are you looking good? I need to move it to the right a little bit more. I could have just cut these apart, but I kind of wanted love to be in line with this the way I designed it. That looks pretty darn good. Let me lift this one up and get it straight. Okay, that looks pretty good because the stones are fairly even in their placement. Okay. Everybody happy down there? All you stones? I think these colors are going to look nice together. Now, the light blue ones, maybe they're not going to show up on the shirt as much, but I think it's going to be cute. I'm thinking I might wear it tomorrow. All right, so we'll do this last press. Oh, good, you found your glasses. Do this last press. I was shocked to see how much weight Chris. Yes. 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 Yeah, I know. She's had some health issues, Gail. She has lost a ton of weight and health related. She does look great, but I've loved her forever. I have loved her forever, whatever weight she is. All right, let's check this out. I used to watch her when she was just a fairly small channel, although she had a video that just blew up. It was like transferring images to wood. And so, you know, she grew pretty fast. I used to watch her, like she and her sister-in-law would, one time they were out like on the front porch and they were just making work shirts for her sister's, I think sister-in-law and brother's construction company or something. She's just down to earth. Okay, so Vera, what did you get delivered yesterday? Oh, your T-square came yesterday. Oh yeah, I think Crystalline, did she have like a 10 a.m. premiere or something today? I'm at work during that time and I missed it. But here's my shirt. I love the colors. Of course, I am partial to black sweatshirts. But that is pretty. Let me look at it so I can see. I feel like they show up better than what they're showing on the camera because the camera lights are kind of bright. There, when I turn sideways and the glare's not straight on it, you can see that these are showing up better than what they look like straight on. But there it is. I do like it. Next time we'll do the red you guys talked about. All right, let's get rid of this camera here. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Martha. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Kevin, no shimmy. You know, I shimmy when other people are on here with me, but when I'm on here by myself, I feel goofy, too goofy to shimmy. Shimmy. You know, I'm not really a good shimmier. I just look like a goofball. Okay, wait till the daylight hits the shirt. That is right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Patrice. There, you can see it when I'm leaning forward here. You can see that pretty well. Again, you guys know I love them on black shirts. And they were gonna just jump off a black shirt. But I needed to do something a little different. Love the shimmy. Oh, I'm sure it looked good. But thank you, Eve. You're always so sweet. Such a positive, inspirational person. All right. Well, that is all I have for tonight. I've got to get ready for a big camping trip. Leaving at like 5 or 5:15 tomorrow. Still need to do a load of laundry. I need to pack. Need to figure out what food we're going to take, although Tim takes care of most of the food and everything. He just kind of lets me put my bag in the vehicle and take off. He takes care of almost everything else. But so Patrice, I'll be in your comments, your chat until we run out of service. And then Eve, I'll be back. Oh, thanks, Delonda. Eve, I'll be back for Sunday night. So Delonda asked what the colors are. And so here's what they are. The top and the bottom. So I can't even see myself up there to know what I'm looking at. So I have to look over here. The top and the bottom stones are light sapphire. So here's the light sapphire. And then the word never is sapphire AB. Ooh, look at that. Sandra. No, not taking a 7-layer salad. So light sapphire and sapphire AB are the two colors that I use. And this is the light sapphire. Let me turn the other camera back on. Let's see. I think you'll be able to see it better under here. Even though this camera desaturates things, this is the light sapphire here and here. That's those. And then this is the sapphire AB. That's the word never. It has that beautiful AB coating that causes it to show some slightly different colors, some blues, some purpley blues. And then I thought about using sapphire with the sapphire AB, and it would have been a little darker on the top and the bottom. But I went with this light sapphire because I really don't use light sapphire much at all. And I love the look of it. And I think it looks pretty sweet on this gray sweatshirt. So thank you guys. I appreciate y'all coming here and hanging out with everybody in the chat with me. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Watch out for Delonda's going to put a tutorial on tomorrow. She's going to do a 40-ounce sublimation tumbler. I don't know if she's doing a full wrap or if she's doing a design on. I don't know. But be on the lookout for that. Patrice will be on live tomorrow night, Central Time, about 6:30, something like that. And then Eve, the baby's booty that has all the rhinestones, and her Buy Now store is still open. They're not closing that down. If somebody wants to put that in the chat. Anyway, she will be on Central Time on Sunday night. It's at 8, 9 her time. So thank you. Thank you, Laura E. Thank you, Lucille. Thanks for the well wishes on the camping trip. Hope you guys have a great weekend. There is her hotfixfix.store. What that means is Hot Fix Fix, it's a buy now. So you buy it at retail prices, but you get them fast. And then if you want larger containers, then they will start their buy-in up again in January. Thanks, Dolores. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Good night, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. Happy Friday tomorrow. And we'll see you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.